Question 1. What does this sign indicate you must do? A. Stop and give way to all traffic. B. Give way to traffic on the main road. C. Stop only if traffic is approaching. D. Proceed with caution without stopping. Answers is A. Stop and give way to all traffic. The stop sign requires you to come to a complete stop before the stop line, or if none, before the intersection, and give way to all other traffic before proceeding safely. Question 2. When are you legally allowed to use your mobile phone while driving? A. Only if parked safely, not in traffic. B. Using hands-free mode only. C. To answer a quick call with one hand. D. While stopped at traffic lights. Answers is A. Only if parked safely, not in traffic. In Australia, it is illegal to use a mobile phone while driving or while your vehicle is stopped but not parked, e.g., at traffic lights. Hands-free use may be permitted depending on state laws. Question 3. What does this sign warn you about? A. Children crossing or playing. B. School bus stop ahead. C. Playground entrance. D. No children allowed. Answers is A. Children crossing or playing. This sign is a warning sign indicating that children may be present on or near the road, often found near schools, parks, or residential areas. Drivers should reduce speed and be vigilant. Question 4. What is the recommended minimum safe following distance in ideal conditions? A gap. B. A gap. C. A gap. D. A zero gap. Answers is A gap. The rule provides a safe buffer between your vehicle and the one in front in good conditions. This allows enough time to react and stop if necessary. Increase this distance in poor conditions. Question 5. What restriction applies to goods vehicles when this sign is displayed? A. No overtaking allowed. B. Overtaking is permitted. C. Heavy vehicles only lane. D. End of overtaking zone. Answers is A. No overtaking allowed. This prohibitory sign indicates that goods vehicles are not permitted to overtake other vehicles on this section of the road. Other vehicles may still be allowed to overtake if no other signs prohibit it. Question 6. When approaching a roundabout, who must you give way to? A. Traffic already in the roundabout. B. Vehicles to your left. C. Vehicles entering from the right. D. No one, you have priority. Answers is A. Traffic already in the roundabout. When entering a roundabout, you must give way to any traffic already in the roundabout. This includes traffic coming from your right that is already in the circular flow of traffic. Question 7. What is the general speed limit in built-up areas in Australia unless otherwise signposted? A. 50 km per hour. B. 60 km per hour. C. 40 km per hour. D. 80 km per hour. Answers is A. 50 km per hour. The default speed limit in built-up areas across most of Australia is 50 km per hour, unless specific signage indicates a different speed limit. Question 8. What does this sign mean? A. Maximum speed limit 50. B. Minimum speed limit 50. C. Recommended speed 50. D. Average speed 50. Answers is A. Maximum speed limit 50. This prohibitory sign indicates the maximum speed limit for the road ahead is 50 km per hour. Drivers must not exceed this speed. Question 9. In which direction does traffic flow on a road marked with this sign? A. One direction only. B. Two directions. C. Traffic merges from right. D. Traffic merges from left. Answers is A, one direction only. This information sign indicates a one-way road. All traffic moves in the same direction, typically from where the sign is viewed towards the direction of the arrow. Question 10. What should you do if you encounter a level crossing with flashing lights but no train in sight? A. Stop and wait until the lights stop flashing. B. Drive over if you can see a train. C. Slow down and proceed with caution. D. Honk your horn and drive through. Answers is A. Stop and wait until the lights stop flashing. Flashing lights at a level crossing mean a train is approaching. You must stop and wait until the lights stop flashing, regardless of whether you can see or hear a train, as it could be approaching quickly. Question 11. What does this sign indicate is ahead? A. Railway crossing. B. Railway crossing. C. Road ends at railway line. D. Railway station ahead. Answers is A. Railway crossing. This warning sign indicates that a railway crossing is ahead. Drivers should be prepared to stop and look for trains before crossing. Question 12. How should you drive when facing this warning sign? A. Select a lower gear and brake lightly. B. Accelerate to maintain momentum. C. Shift to neutral and coast down. D. Use cruise control downhill. Answers is A. Select a lower gear and brake lightly. This sign warns of a steep descent. To maintain control and avoid overheating your brakes, you should select a lower gear and use light, intermittent braking. Question 13. What does this sign mean regarding stopping your vehicle? A. No parking allowed. B. No stopping allowed. C. Parking for permitted vehicles. D. Parking with restrictions. Answers is A. No parking allowed. This prohibitory sign indicates no parking. You may stop briefly to pick up or drop off passengers or goods, but you cannot leave your vehicle unattended. Question 14. When must be worn by all occupants in a vehicle? A. Always when the vehicle is moving. B. Only on highways. C. Only by the driver and front passenger. D. Only if traveling over 60 kilometers per hour. Answers is A. Always when the vehicle is moving. In Australia, it is a legal requirement for all occupants of a vehicle, including the driver and all passengers, to wear a properly adjusted and fastened whenever the vehicle is moving. Question 15. What action is required when you see this sign? A. Proceed straight ahead only. B. Turn right or left. C. U-turn permitted. D. Stop and check traffic. Answers is A. Proceed straight ahead only. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles must proceed straight ahead only. No turns are permitted at this intersection or point. Question 16. What does this sign warn you about regarding road conditions? A. Slippery road ahead. B. Loose gravel. C. Uneven road surface. D. Ahead. Answers is A. Slippery road ahead. This warning sign indicates a slippery road ahead, meaning the road surface may have grip due to wet conditions, ice, or other factors. Drivers should reduce speed and drive with extra caution. Question 17. When is it permissible to overtake another vehicle on the left? A. When the vehicle ahead is turning right. B. Always on a multi-lane road. C. When the vehicle ahead is traveling slowly. D. Never. It's always illegal. Answers is A. When the vehicle ahead is turning right. You can generally only overtake on the left if the vehicle you are overtaking is turning right and you have enough clear space, or on a multi-lane road where traffic is directed into different lanes. Question 18. What does this sign indicate about the road you are on? A. You are on a priority road. B. You must give way. C. End of priority road. D. Stop ahead. Answers is A. You are on a priority road. This priority sign indicates that you are currently on a priority road, meaning you have the right of way over traffic entering from minor roads, unless otherwise by other signs or traffic lights. Question 19. What action is prohibited at an intersection displaying this sign? A. No right turn. B. No left turn. C. No U-turn. D. No entry. Answers is A. No right turn. This prohibitory sign means no right turn. Drivers are not permitted to turn right at the intersection or junction where this sign is posted. Question 20. What does this sign warn drivers about ahead? A. Road works ahead. B. Uneven road surface. C. Slippery road. D. Emergency vehicles only. Answers is A. Road works ahead. This warning sign indicates that there are road works ahead. Drivers should reduce speed, be prepared for hazards like workers, equipment, and changed road conditions, and follow any temporary directions. Question 21. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Pedestrian crossing ahead. B. Pedestrian zone. C. No pedestrians. D. Pedestrians must give way. Answers is A. Pedestrian crossing ahead. This information sign indicates that a pedestrian crossing is ahead. Drivers should be prepared to slow down and stop if pedestrians are using or about to use the crossing. Question 22. When driving in foggy conditions, what lights should you use? A. Low beam headlights. B. High beam headlights. C. Parking lights only. D. No lights if visibility is fair. Answers is A. Low beam headlights. In foggy conditions, you should use your low beam headlights and fog lights if your vehicle has them. High beams can reflect off the fog and reduce visibility further. Question 23. What does this sign instruct you to do when encountering an obstacle? A. Pass the obstacle on the right. B. Pass the obstacle on the left. C. Pass on either side. D. Stop before the obstacle. Answers is A. Pass the obstacle on the right. This mandatory sign directs drivers to pass any obstacle such as a traffic island or road division on the right side only. Question 24. What does this sign warn you about regarding the road surface? A. Uneven road ahead. B. Steep descent. C. Slippery road. D. Road hump. Answers is A. Uneven road ahead. This warning sign indicates that the road ahead has an uneven surface. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared for bumps or rough patches that could affect vehicle control. Question 25. What is the meaning of this sign? A. No stopping at any time. B. No parking allowed. C. Stopping for only. D. Parking with restrictions. Answers is A. No stopping at any time. This prohibitory sign indicates no stopping. You are not allowed to stop your vehicle for any reason, except to avoid an accident at any time where this sign is displayed. Question 26. What action is mandatory when you see this sign? A. Turn right only. B. Turn left only. C. Proceed straight. D. U-turn permitted. Answers is A. Turn right only. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles must turn right only at the intersection or junction ahead. No other turns or straight movements are permitted. Question 27. When approaching a pedestrian crossing, what should you do? A. Slow down and be prepared to stop for pedestrians. B. Proceed at normal speed. Pedestrians must wait. C. Honk your horn to warn pedestrians. D. Only stop if there is a crossing guard. Answers is A. Slow down and be prepared to stop for pedestrians. At a pedestrian crossing, you must slow down and be prepared to stop to give way to any pedestrians who are on or about to enter the crossing. Question 28. What does this sign warn drivers about? A. Wild animals crossing. B. Domestic animals crossing. C. Zoo entrance. D. Farm animals ahead. Answers is A. Wild animals crossing. This warning sign indicates that wild animals such as kangaroos or deer may be present on or near the road. Drivers should be extra cautious, especially at dawn and dusk, and be prepared to stop. Question 29. What type of road does this sign indicate you are entering? A. A motorway or expressway. B. A road for motor vehicles. C. A residential street. D. A scenic route. Answers is A. A motorway or expressway. This information sign indicates the beginning of a motorway or expressway. These roads typically have higher speed limits and restrictions on certain types of vehicles. Question 30. What is prohibited when you see this sign? A. Overtaking other vehicles. B. Stopping on the road. C. Turning left. D. U-turns. Answers is A. Overtaking other vehicles. This prohibitory sign means no overtaking. Drivers are not permitted to overtake other vehicles on this section of the road, usually due to safety reasons like limited visibility or narrow lanes. Question 31. What does this sign indicate is ahead? A. Traffic lights ahead. B. Pedestrian crossing. C. Railway crossing. D. Answers is A. Traffic lights ahead. This warning sign alerts drivers that traffic lights are ahead. Drivers should be prepared to slow down and stop if the lights are red or amber. Question 32. What is the purpose of this sign? A. Cycle track. B. No bicycles allowed. C. Pedestrian and cycle track. D. Cycle hire station. Answers is A. Cycle track. This mandatory sign indicates a cycle track. This path is primarily for the use of cyclists, and other vehicles are generally prohibited from using it. Question 33. When changing lanes, what is the correct procedure? A. Signal, check mirrors, check blind spot, then change. B. Signal, then immediately change lanes. C. Check mirrors, then signal and change. D. Only signal if another vehicle is nearby. Answers is A. Signal, check mirrors, check blind spot, then chain. The correct procedure for changing lanes is to signal your intention, check your and side mirrors, then physically turn your head to check your blind spot before safely merging into the new lane. Question 34. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Steep ascent ahead. B. Steep descent ahead. C. Uneven road. D. Road narrows. Answers is A. Steep ascent ahead. This warning sign indicates a steep ascent ahead. Drivers should be prepared to select a lower gear to maintain power and avoid straining the engine. Question 35. What does the plate below a warning sign like this mean? A. Object is ahead. B. Speed limit is 300 km per hour. C. Duration of hazard is. D. Distance between hazards. Answers is A. Object is ahead. This supplementary plate indicates the distance from the sign to the start of the hazard or feature being warned about. In this case, the object is 300 meters ahead. Question 36. What is the meaning of this sign? A. Do not enter. B. No through road. C. Stop and give way. D. No entry for motor vehicles. Answers is A. Do not enter. This prohibitory sign, commonly known as a do not enter sign, prohibits all vehicles from entering the road or area it guards. It often indicates a one-way street exit or entrance to a restricted zone. Question 37. What does this sign indicate about the motorway? A. End of motorway. B. Start of motorway. C. Motorway ahead. D. Motorway junction. Answers is A. End of motorway. This information sign marks the end of a motorway or expressway. After this sign, standard road rules and speed limits will apply. Question 38. What does this sign warn drivers about regarding the road surface? A. Loose gravel ahead. B. Slippery road. C. Uneven road. D. Roadworks. Answers is A. Loose gravel ahead. This warning sign indicates loose gravel or stone ahead. Drivers should reduce speed, avoid sudden braking or steering, and maintain a greater following distance to prevent stone chips. Question 39. What options do you have at an intersection with this sign? A. Proceed straight or turn right. B. Turn left or right. C. Proceed straight only. D. Turn right only. Answers is A. Proceed straight or turn right. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles in this lane or at this intersection may either proceed straight ahead or turn right. Question 40. When must you use your headlights in Australia? A. Between sunset and sunrise or poor visibility. B. Only at night on country roads. C. Only when it's raining heavily. D. Always, regardless of conditions. Answers is A. Between sunset and sunrise or poor visibility. You must use your headlights low beam from sunset to sunrise, and at any other time when there is insufficient daylight or visibility is poor e.g. fog, heavy rain to see clearly. Question 41. What does this sign warn you about regarding the road edge? A. Embankment or quayside ahead. B. Steep descent. C. Road narrows. D. Side wind. Answers is A. Embankment or quayside ahead. This warning sign indicates an embankment or quayside ahead, meaning the road runs alongside a drop-off or body of water. Drive with extra care to avoid going over the edge. Question 42. What does this sign indicate about parking? A. Parking place ahead. B. No parking. C. Parking for permitted vehicles. D. Disabled parking only. Answers is A. Parking place ahead. This information sign indicates that a parking place or area is ahead. Drivers can look for parking spaces in the direction. Question 43. What is prohibited when you see this sign? A. No U-turn allowed. B. No left turn. C. No right turn. D. No entry. Answers is A. No U-turn allowed. This prohibitory sign means no. Drivers are not permitted to make a U-turn at this location or within the zone where the sign applies. Question 44. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Road hump or speed bump. B. Uneven road. C. Steep ascent. D. Answers is A. Road hump or speed bump. This warning sign indicates a road hump or speed bump ahead. Drivers should reduce speed to avoid discomfort or damage to their vehicle. Question 45. How should you drive when merging onto a freeway or highway? A. Match speed with traffic and merge safely. B. Stop at the end of the ramp and wait for a gap. C. Accelerate quickly without signaling. D. Merge slowly to avoid sudden movements. Answers is A. Match speed with traffic and merge safely. When merging, you should accelerate to match the speed of the traffic already on the freeway, signal your intention, and find a safe gap to merge smoothly and safely without disrupting flow. Question 46. What does this sign indicate about the directions of movement in different lanes? A. Of movement in lanes. B. Lane ends ahead. C. Minimum speed in lanes. D. Overtaking lane only. Answers is A. Of movement in lanes. This information sign displays the permitted directions of movement for traffic in each lane, typically used at intersections or before multi-lane roads. Question 47. What does this sign indicate regarding oncoming traffic? A. Oncoming traffic has priority. B. You have priority over oncoming traffic. C. One-way traffic ahead. D. No entry. Answers is A. Oncoming traffic has priority. This priority sign means priority over oncoming traffic is or opposite traffic has priority. You must give way to any oncoming vehicles before proceeding. Question 48. What does this sign warn drivers about regarding environmental conditions? A. Strong side winds ahead. B. Slippery road. C. Foggy conditions. D. Heavy rain. Answers is A. Strong side winds ahead. This warning sign indicates that strong side winds may be experienced on the road ahead. Drivers should grip the steering wheel firmly and be prepared for sudden gusts that could affect vehicle stability. Question 49. What does this sign mean for all vehicles? A. No entry for all vehicles. B. No entry for motor vehicles. C. One-way traffic. D. Restricted access. Answers is A. No entry for all vehicles. This prohibitory sign, often called movement prohibited, means no entry for all vehicles. No vehicle is permitted to enter the road or area beyond this sign, typically used at the start of pedestrian zones. Question 50. What action is mandatory when an obstacle is marked with this sign? A. Pass on either the left or right. B. Pass on the right only. C. Pass on the left only. D. Stop and wait for clearance. Answers is A. Pass on either the left or right. This mandatory sign indicates that drivers may pass the obstacle on either the left or the right side, as dictated by traffic conditions and safety. Question 51. How should you manage fatigue when driving long distances? A. Take regular breaks every 2 hours. B. Drink coffee to stay awake. C. Turn up the radio volume. D. Drive faster to reach destination sooner. Answers is A. Take regular breaks every 2 hours. To avoid fatigue while driving, it is crucial to take regular breaks, typically every 1.5 to 2 hours for at least 15 minutes. Stop, stretch, and get some fresh air. If very tired, take a nap. Question 52. What does this sign warn drivers about? A. Falling rocks ahead. B. Slippery road. C. Uneven road. D. Roadworks. Answers is A. Falling rocks ahead. This warning sign indicates that there is a risk of falling rocks onto the roadway. Drivers should be vigilant for debris and reduce speed, especially in mountainous or hilly areas. Question 53. What restriction applies to vehicles when this sign is displayed? A. No entry for vehicles with trailer. B. No entry for goods vehicles. C. No entry for motor vehicles. D. End of trailer restriction. Answers is A, no entry for vehicles with trailer. This prohibitory sign means no entry for vehicles with trailer. Vehicles towing any type of trailer are not permitted to enter the road or area beyond this sign. Question 54. What does this sign indicate for drivers? A, place for U-turn. B, no U-turn allowed. C, turn left only. D, roundabout ahead. Answers is A, place for U-turn. This information sign indicates a area or place where U-turns are permitted. Drivers wishing to perform a U-turn should use this location. Question 55. What does this sign warn drivers about regarding the road surface? A, ahead. B, road hump. C, uneven road. D, slippery road. Answers is A, ahead. This warning sign indicates that there are potholes ahead in the road. Drivers should reduce speed and be cautious to avoid damaging their vehicle. Question 56. What is the meaning of this sign? A, minimum speed limit of 50. B, maximum speed limit of 50. C, recommended speed of 50. D, end of speed restriction. Answers is A, minimum speed limit of 50. This mandatory sign indicates a minimum speed limit of 50 km per hour. Drivers must not drive slower than this speed, unless traffic or road conditions make it unsafe to do so. Question 57. What does this sign warn drivers about regarding animals? A, cattle crossing ahead. B, wild animals crossing. C, farm area. D, no animals allowed. Answers is A, cattle crossing ahead. This warning sign indicates that cattle or other farm animals may be crossing or present on the road ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared to stop for animals. Question 58. What is generally true about driving in school zones during school hours? A, lower speed limit applies. B, overtaking is always prohibited. C, parking is never allowed. D, U-turns are always permitted. Answers is A, lower speed limit applies. In Australia, school zones typically have a speed limit, e.g., 40 during specific school hours to ensure the safety of children. These limits are usually clearly signposted. Question 59. What type of goods are prohibited for vehicles when this sign is displayed? A, dangerous goods. B, explosive goods. C, perishable goods. D, overweight goods. Answers is A, dangerous goods. This prohibitory sign indicates no entry for vehicles dangerous goods. Vehicles transporting hazardous materials are not permitted on this road or in this area. Question 60. What does this sign suggest about driving speed? A, recommended speed of 50 km per hour. B, maximum speed limit of 50 km per hour. C, minimum speed limit of 50 km per hour. D, speed camera ahead. Answers is A, recommended speed of 50. This information sign provides a recommended speed of 50 km per hour. It's an advisory speed for safe driving under normal conditions, not a mandatory limit. Question 61. What does this sign warn drivers about regarding aircraft? A, low-flying aircraft ahead. B, airport runway ahead. C, no-fly zone. D, aircraft museum. Answers is A, low-flying aircraft ahead. This warning sign indicates low-flying aircraft ahead. This sign is typically found near airports or airfields where aircraft may fly at low altitudes, potentially causing noise or distraction. Question 62. What action is prohibited at an intersection displaying this sign? A, no left turn. B, no right turn. C, no U-turn. D, no entry. Answers is A, no left turn. This prohibitory sign means no left turn. Drivers are not permitted to turn left at the intersection or junction where this sign is posted. Question 63. What does this sign indicate about the area you are entering? A, residential area or living zone. B, no entry zone. C, pedestrian area only. D, industrial zone. Answers is A, residential area or living zone. This information sign indicates the beginning of a residential area or living zone. These areas often have lower speed limits, shared spaces for pedestrians, and specific parking rules. Question 64. What does this sign warn drivers about concerning the road width? A, road narrows on both sides. B, road narrows on the left. C, road narrows on the right. D, end of narrow road. Answers is A, road narrows on both sides. This warning sign indicates that the road ahead narrows on both sides. Drivers should be prepared for less space, potentially speed limits, and closer proximity to oncoming traffic. Question 65. What is the purpose of this sign? A, pedestrian track. B, no pedestrians allowed. C, shared path for pedestrians and cyclists. D, pedestrian crossing. Answers is A, pedestrian track. This mandatory sign indicates a pedestrian track. This path is primarily for the use of pedestrians, and other vehicles are generally prohibited from using it. Question 66. What does this sign indicate is available nearby? A, hospital or medical facility. B, first aid post. C, police station. D, service station. Answers is A, hospital or medical facility. This service sign indicates that a hospital or medical facility is nearby. This is important information in case of. Question 67. What does this sign indicate about the method of parking? A, parallel to the carriageway edge. B, perpendicular to the carriageway. C, angle parking. D, parking on the pavement. Answers is A, parallel to the carriageway edge. This supplementary plate indicates the required method of parking, which is parallel to the edge of the carriageway. Drivers must align their vehicle alongside the curb or road edge. Question 68. When approaching an intersection with this sign, what action should you take? A, give way to all crossing traffic. B, stop completely then give way. C, proceed without giving way. D, accelerate to clear intersection. Answers is A, give way to all crossing traffic. The give way sign means you must slow down and be prepared to stop. You must give way to all traffic approaching the intersection from other roads before proceeding safely. Question 69. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A, junction with a minor road. B, main road ahead. C, traffic lights ahead. D, road narrows. Answers is A, junction with a minor road. This warning sign indicates a junction ahead, where a minor road joins the main road you are on. Be aware of traffic potentially entering from the minor road. Question 70. What does this sign indicate about the speed limit? A, end of maximum speed limit of 50. B, start of maximum speed limit of 50. C, recommended speed of 50. D, minimum speed of 50. Answers is A, end of maximum speed limit of 50. This prohibitory sign indicates the end of maximum speed limit 50. After this point, a different speed limit, often the default for the area, will apply, or a new sign will specify it. Question 71. What options do you have at an intersection with this sign? A. Proceed straight or turn left. B. Turn right or left. C. Proceed straight only. D. Turn left only. Answers is A. Proceed straight or turn left. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles in this lane or at this intersection may either proceed straight ahead or turn left. Question 72. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Road with a lane for public transport. B. Bus stop ahead. C. No public transport. D. Public transport only road. Answers is A. Road with a lane for public transport. This information sign indicates a road that has a dedicated lane for public transport vehicles like buses or trams. Drivers of other vehicles must not use this lane unless specifically permitted. Question 73. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead, suggesting an accident-prone area? A. Other danger accident concentration area. B. Road works ahead. C. Slippery road. D. Uneven road. Answers is A. Other danger accident concentration area. This warning sign, other danger or accident-prone area, indicates a section of road with a high incidence of accidents. Drivers should exercise extreme caution and vigilance. Question 74. What is the primary purpose of scanning the road ahead while driving? A. To identify potential hazards early. B. To find the fastest route. C. To admire the scenery. D. To keep the steering wheel steady. Answers is A. To identify potential hazards early. Scanning the road ahead, including mirrors and surroundings, helps you identify potential hazards such as pedestrians, other vehicles, or obstacles well in advance, allowing you more time to react safely. Question 75. What does this sign mean regarding the road ahead? A. Dangerous curve to the right. B. Dangerous curve to the left. C. Series of curves. D. Road turns sharply. Answers is A. Dangerous curve to the right. This warning sign indicates a dangerous curve to the right ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared for the turn, maintaining control of the vehicle. Question 76. What is the meaning of this sign? A. Dangerous curve to the left. B. Dangerous curve to the right. C. Series of curves. D. Road turns sharply. Answers is A. Dangerous curve to the left. This warning sign indicates a dangerous curve to the left ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared for the turn, maintaining control of the vehicle. Question 77. What does this sign indicate about the road configuration ahead? A. Series of dangerous curves first to the right. B. Series of dangerous curves first to the left. C. Single dangerous curve. D. Winding road, no danger. Answers is A. Series of dangerous curves first to the right. This warning sign indicates a series of dangerous curves ahead, with the first curve bending to the right. Drivers should significantly reduce speed and prepare for multiple changes in direction. Question 78. What does this sign indicate about the road configuration ahead? A. Series of dangerous curves first to the left. B. Series of dangerous curves first to the right. C. Single dangerous curve. D. Winding road, no danger. Answers is A. Series of dangerous curves first to the left. This warning sign indicates a series of dangerous curves ahead, with the first curve bending to the left. Drivers should significantly reduce speed and prepare for multiple changes in direction. Question 79. What action should you take when seeing this sign indicating the curve direction? A. Prepare for a sharp right turn. B. Prepare for a sharp left turn. C. Proceed straight ahead. D. U-turn ahead. Answers is A. Prepare for a sharp right turn. This sign indicates a sharp curve or bend to the right. Drivers should reduce speed significantly before entering the curve to maintain control. Question 80. What action should you take when seeing this sign indicating the curve direction? A. Prepare for a sharp left turn. B. Prepare for a sharp right turn. C. Proceed straight ahead. D. U-turn ahead. Answers is A. Prepare for a sharp left turn. This sign indicates a sharp curve or bend to the left. Drivers should reduce speed significantly before entering the curve to maintain control. Question 81. What does this sign warn about regarding road width? A. Road narrows on the right. B. Road narrows on the left. C. Road narrows on both sides. D. Road widens. Answers is A. Road narrows on the right. This warning sign indicates that the road ahead narrows on the right side. Drivers should be prepared for less space and adjust their position accordingly, being mindful of oncoming traffic. Question 82. What does this sign warn about regarding road width? A. Road narrows on the left. B. Road narrows on the right. C. Road narrows on both sides. D. Road widens. Answers is A. Road narrows on the left. This warning sign indicates that the road ahead narrows on the left side. Drivers should be prepared for less space and adjust their position accordingly, being mindful of oncoming traffic. Question 83. What does this sign indicate about the presence of a tunnel? A. Tunnel ahead. B. Bridge ahead. C. Underpass. D. Roadworks. Answers is A. Tunnel ahead. This warning sign indicates a tunnel ahead. Drivers should turn on their headlights, remove sunglasses, and be aware of potential changes in light and air quality when entering a tunnel. Question 84. What does this sign warn about regarding the road shoulder? A. Dangerous hard shoulder. B. Roadworks. C. Parking zone. D. Emergency lane. Answers is A. Dangerous hard shoulder. This warning sign indicates a dangerous hard shoulder. The shoulder may be soft, uneven, or have a steep drop, making it unsafe for stopping or driving on. Avoid using it unless it's an emergency. Question 85. What does this sign warn about regarding minor roads joining? A. Minor road joins from the right. B. Minor road joins from the left. C. Main road turns right. D. Ahead. Answers is A. Minor road joins from the right. This warning sign indicates that a minor road will join the main road from the right ahead. Be aware of potential traffic entering from this side. Question 86. What does this sign warn about regarding minor roads joining? A. Minor road joins from the left. B. Minor road joins from the right. C. Main road turns left. D. Ahead. Answers is A. Minor road joins from the left. This warning sign indicates that a minor road will join the main road from the left ahead. Be aware of potential traffic entering from this side. Question 87. What does this sign warn about regarding a drawbridge? A. Drawbridge ahead. B. Fixed bridge ahead. C. River crossing. D. Tunnel ahead. Answers is A. Drawbridge ahead. This warning sign indicates a drawbridge ahead, which can open to allow boats to pass. Drivers should be prepared to stop and wait if the bridge is opening or closing. Question 88. What does this sign warn about regarding railway tracks? A. Railway crossing. B. Railway crossing. C. Railway station. D. Tram crossing. Answers is A, railway crossing. This warning sign indicates a railway crossing ahead. Drivers should be extra cautious, stop, look, and listen for trains, as there may be more than one set of tracks. Question 89. What does this sign warn about regarding cyclists? A, cyclists leaving or entering road. B, cycle track ahead. C, no cyclists allowed. D, bicycle parking. Answers is A, cyclists leaving or entering road. This warning sign indicates areas where cyclists are likely to be entering or leaving the roadway, such as near cycle paths or shared zones. Drivers should be especially alert for cyclists. Question 90. What does this sign warn drivers about? A, traffic congestion ahead. B, roadworks. C, slow-moving vehicles. D, end of priority road. Answers is A, traffic congestion ahead. This warning sign indicates that traffic congestion is expected or present ahead. Drivers should be prepared to slow down, stop, and maintain a safe following distance. Question 91. What does this sign warn about regarding the road surface? A, change of road surface. B, slippery road. C, uneven road. D, loose gravel. Answers is A, change of road surface. This warning sign indicates a change in the road surface ahead, such as from bitumen to gravel, or a transition between different types of paving. This may affect traction and vehicle handling. Question 92. What is prohibited for motor vehicles when this sign is displayed? A, no entry for motor vehicles. B, no entry for all vehicles. C, motor vehicles only. D, speed limit for motor vehicles. Answers is A, no entry for motor vehicles. This prohibitory sign means no entry for motor vehicles. Only vehicles or specific exempted motor vehicles may proceed beyond this point. Question 93. What is prohibited for goods vehicles when this sign is displayed? A, no entry for goods vehicles. B, no entry for motor vehicles. C, goods vehicles only. D, heavy vehicle route. Answers is A, no entry for goods vehicles. This prohibitory sign means no entry for goods vehicles. Vehicles carrying goods beyond a certain weight or classification are not permitted to enter the road or area beyond this sign. Question 94. What is prohibited when this sign is displayed? A, no sounding of horn. B, horn use mandatory. C, emergency vehicles only. D, warning sign ahead. Answers is A, no sounding of horn. This prohibitory sign indicates no sounding of horn. Drivers are prohibited from using their vehicle's horn in this area, typically near hospitals or residential zones, unless it's to prevent an accident. Question 95. What does this sign mean for vehicles carrying water-polluting substances? A, no entry for polluting vehicles. B, pollution control zone. C, vehicles must carry absorbent. D, water crossing ahead. Answers is A, no entry for polluting vehicles. This prohibitory sign indicates no entry for vehicles water-polluting substances. It restricts access for vehicles that pose a risk of contaminating water sources in the area. Question 96. What action is mandatory when a lane is marked with this sign? A, turn left only. B, turn right only. C, proceed straight. D, U-turn permitted. Answers is A, turn left only. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles in this lane or at this junction must turn left only. No other movements are permitted from this position. Question 97. What does this sign mandate regarding turning at an intersection? A. Turn right or left. B. Proceed straight or right. C. Proceed straight or left. D. Turn right only. Answers is A. Turn right or left. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles in this lane or at this intersection are permitted to turn either right or left, but not to proceed straight ahead. Question 98. When approaching this sign, what action must drivers be prepared for? A. Minor roads joining from right then left. B. Major intersection ahead. C. Winding road. D. Road narrows. Answers is A. Minor roads joining from right then left. This warning sign indicates that minor roads will join the main road, first from the right, then from the left. Drivers should be vigilant for vehicles entering from both sides. Question 99. What does this sign indicate about the road's priority? A. End of priority road. B. Start of priority road. C. Give way. D. No entry. Answers is A. End of priority road. This priority sign indicates the end of priority road. After this sign, you no longer automatically have priority, and standard intersection rules or other signs will determine. Question 100. What does this sign indicate is the general direction of traffic flow for vehicles carrying dangerous goods? A. Dangerous goods vehicles must proceed straight. B. Dangerous goods prohibited. C. Dangerous goods vehicles turn right. D. Dangerous goods vehicles turn left. Answers is A. Dangerous goods vehicles must proceed straight. This mandatory sign specifically directs vehicles carrying dangerous goods to proceed straight ahead. This is often used to guide such vehicles away from areas or sensitive infrastructure.